Now, it's time for Community Appeal.
Shoes are something that many of us take for granted. Many of us have more pairs than we can even count. A local organization is hosting an event to bring shoes to those in need. And here to tell you more are Felicita Lopez, Executive Director at New Horizons Family Community Center, and Cesar Lopez, Director of Fundación de la Familia Nuevos Horizontes. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. So tell me, what are the conditions currently in the Dominican Republic?
The conditions out there, not exactly throughout the whole country, but there are certain communities that are in true need of shoes and services. We are trying to do a collection by meaning of people donating their slightly used shoes.
Right.
So we could bring those shoes over and provide a pair of shoes to some of the children that don't have any shoes at all out there.
There's how many, I mean, roughly, how many people are without basic necessities of life?
Well, just where we're going to be bringing the shoes to, 98% of the children there are without shoes, and they're in the riverbanks, which we all know when children do not wear shoes, or there's a lot of infirmities. So there's quite a bit of children that do not have shoes over there in the Dominican Republic.
It's something that we use every day. We have so many pairs of them ourselves, and kids do as well, and we just take it for granted. And one pair can just really help someone so much.
Yes, yeah. One of the reasons why the shoes is children are required to wear a pair of shoes to go to school, and some of them don't have the shoes. And without the shoes, they won't be allowed to go into the school programs. And we are trying to minimize that worry from certain parents out there by providing a little bit of help and hope.
And the same is true for uniforms as well, is that right?
Correct. Yes, absolutely.
So anything that you can do to help and help them get an education, whether it be financially or clothing or whatever it may be, is really helpful. So what you're doing through New Horizons Community Center and your organization down in the Dominican as well, Cesar, is bringing all of these necessities to them so that they can have a better quality of life.
Correct. The Dominican Republic, after Haiti had the hurricane and the earthquake, has had an influx of Haitians there. So now a country that was in poverty is more. So there's real hardships there for the families. And so what we're trying to do is to bring programs to the communities, supplies, they be medical, they be shoes, clothing. $35 of our money will buy a child uniforms, school supplies, backpacks, shoes, underclothes for 1 year. And that is what we take for granted here, that I would probably spend half of that on a pair of shoes for my child to start off school school year. And that will take a child through a whole school year in the Dominican Republic.
So let's talk about the event that's raising money and encouraging donations of gently used shoes. It is Saturday, February 26th.
Correct.
And it is at the War Memorial Building on Appleton Street in Holyoke. Now, it's for the benefit of the children. So you're accepting gently used shoes.
Correct.
So, of course, not shoes that are falling apart, but shoes that can still be worn.
Yes.
And the reception is at 6 o'clock p.m.
Yes.
And dinner is at 7 o'clock p.m.
Correct.
What will be happening during the evening?
During that evening from 6 to 7 is basically the social hour. At 7 o'clock we start with the Taste of the Dominican. What we're trying to do is to show the community part of the diversity of the Dominican heritage, being that this is their month actually of the independence. So we are going to be having various different dishes from the Dominican Republic, a buffet, and they can go and they can have different tastes of what the Dominican culture
The cultural
has.
food,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
And that food is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, indeed.
We'll also be having dancers events, folklore dancers. We're going to have poems. We're having presentations from the Holyoke Community Charter School. Our organization here in Holyoke has a group of youth that are going to be dancing the folklore dance from the Dominican Republic. We have El Grupo Coqui of children also that will be, it's a group of children from Puerto Rico, but they're going to be sending I don't know.
Is it cultural?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, towards.
Oh, that's wonderful. It sounds like a great night.
Yes.
And now anyone can buy a ticket. Anyone's invited. Everyone is invited to
Yes.
attend. $35 is the suggested donation.
Yes.
And it does so much. That money goes so far for
Yes.
those kids in the Dominican. And bring your shoes, too.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
All the
definitely.
shoes you
Absolutely.
can. Great.
Yes, bring 'em.
Well, thank you so much for being here to tell us about this great event. Best of luck.
Thank
Thank
you for
you so
having
much.
us.
And for more information on the event, call 413-657-9144. Today on